So what I want to do is I want to import something from Sketchfab into Fortnite UEFN, but the assets I found are not FBX files. They are different files. So in order to import stuff into Fortnite, FBX is the best format. So what I decided to do was use Blender as an intermediary step. So basically I'm working on the Sudoku game right here. This is a real game that I have that I'm working on. So I'm in my game already. I'm going to make a folder where I want my asset to be. So I've already kind of almost finished, but I still have one more to go, and that's going to be number 9. So I'm going to call it nums 9. It's just because that's what I already had going before. So I'm going to open the folder where I want it. Well, I'm going to leave this aside for a second. I'm actually going to go back to Sketchfab. So here we go. And I want this 9 right here. And in a perfect world, when you go to download 3D model, you could download FBX if it has it. That's the easiest. But I found these really cool numbers that don't have FBX. So interestingly, it actually has a Blender file here, which is cool. So I'm gonna download that. Also, you can download these other ones with Blender, but since it's already a Blender file, I'm just gonna use the top one and use it as it is. So I'm downloading it. Okay, so to open another Blender file, you'll go to Open, and then you'll browse to wherever the file is. And to open a non-Blender file, you'll go to Import, and you'll import whatever kind of file it is. So any of these that you downloaded, you'd open it using that, and you'd navigate it to where it is. This is actually 3 different pieces together, so in order to merge all these, you might not have to do this. I'm just showing you what happens if you got different ones. So control click all 3 of these, make sure they're all selected, and then right click and then join to make them all one unit or whatever. And just from experimenting before, I already figured out that I need my Z to be 90 degrees and my scale to be 3. You don't have to do that for any of yours. It's just I figured out this was the easiest way not to change my code much. So I have it how I want it. But now to use it in Fortnite, this is the important part. You want to export and you want to export an FBX file and you want to save it to wherever. So back in UEFN, I'm going to import my 9 here. I'm going to make sure that I have skeletal mesh clicked. All these settings are just the regular settings. And I'm going to import all. And I'm going to click out of the warnings. And then I'm going to click on skeletal mesh. And then I'm going to make a static mesh. Click on make static mesh. And I'm going to save my static mesh where I need it to be. So here it's going to be a 9. I'm going to name it what I want it to be for. So it's going to be 9. All right, so save. I'm going to save it where I need it. I'm going to click out of here. Okay, so now when I got my static mesh, I'm going to go into my static mesh. If you need collision and stuff and it doesn't already have it, you can add all that. But like for me right now, weirdly, I don't want my numbers to have collision. So the character can walk through them. That's not usually what you'll want, but in this specific case, that's what I do want. So, but I'm going to add my material. Then I'm going to save and click out of here. And then now I'm going to add a blueprint class. And then I'm going to add a building prop. And then I'm going to name this what I want to name it. So 9. And then I'm going to open this. The static mesh I just made, I'm going to go here and find it. So there we go. Got my static mesh. And then you're going to compile it. Save it. exit out of there. And now your static mesh should be ready to use in your game. So, and then I'm going to put this where I want it. I have it in an at editable because I'm creating these props when the game runs. Like they're not there before the game runs. So the easiest way is to put it in an at editable for that. So I'm going to go where I need it and the one I just created. So it's 9. Here it is. And I'm going to, of course, save all, verse build, verse code, and push changes. And then I'm just going to make sure. Okay, and now I'm just testing it in my game. So this is actually a game I already have and I make. So let's see if it works. My one works. I've already tested these ones. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then 9, yay, my 9 is there. All right. So, yeah. So basically, and for these, like normally you'd want solid, but I want these so that people can't really, like, just so they're not in the way. So if you like Sudoku, please try my game. Unfortunately, it's not exactly as I want it. The map controller device isn't working properly. I've tried everything. I've tried deleting it. I've tried adding a new one. I've tried all the different settings. I even tried putting one on a different map and it just seems not to be working. So I don't know what that is. I even put in a ticket for it. I haven't heard anything, but so the map controller device doesn't work. And also the sky device doesn't work. I was trying to make a nice sky for this and everything, but that doesn't work either. So I just figured I'd just publish it as it is. A lot of the devices aren't working properly, so I'm just going to let it be for a minute. But I did want to make the numbers a little nicer. I'm trying to make it so that it's more like friendly. And if you go up into whatever way you go, you should be able to see the numbers, hopefully. And if you like Sudoku, let me know what would make this even better, what more features, and how you might like the numbers. I keep experimenting with the numbers because I want this to be in 3D. I realize a lot of puzzle maps, they try to make them 2D, but I feel like everybody already has Sudoku in 2D, so like why do another 2D one? And I enjoy playing in 3D, so I hope other people like 3D too. So that's why I want it so bad in 3D. Anyhow, so try my Sudoku map if you like that sort of thing. And all of my maps, I should mention this, I do put accolades in all of my maps to make XP. I've never actually been calibrated by Epic yet for it to show, but I always put multiple ways to get XP into my maps, and I think you do get it because when I play my own, I get XP off of them, but it doesn't show you while you're playing, it shows you after you're done playing. So they do give XP as far as I'm aware. It's just that since I'm a small creator, they don't show it on the screen, but I do think of that stuff too. And let me know if you play any of my maps, what you like, don't like. Just let me know and message me on YouTube or wherever, it doesn't matter. All right, thanks for watching.